Hello students, how are you? Welcome to Mahdi English School. Myself, Nilofer Miss, and my subject is Mathematics. And my dear students, this online session is for the class 2. So I hope that you all are ready to attend the online classes, right? So before we begin our lecture, as you know this, that we always start our lecture with the quote, right? A good quote. So here is the quote of the day. Keep looking up. There may be a rainbow waiting for you. No need to look down. Always keep looking up. Maybe some rainbow is waiting for you, right? So don't do any work that you have to look down. Always do a work, so always your eyes should be up. Okay, so this is the quote of the day. Now we are in the chapter number 10 and soon we complete this chapter. The name of this chapter is a measurement, as you know. And before we start the today's new topic, we do revision of the previous topic first. That we always do, right? So here is the revision of the previous topic and then we'll move for the next topic. Okay students? Now students, the revision of the previous topic is complete. So if any student have doubt regarding the topic, so it will be solved. So let's start the today's topic, right? So please keep a notebook with you, pencil, sharpener and eraser. Please take things with you and start writing this exercise with me right now, okay? I will give you time to write down all the things. So please write down all the things with me students while you are watching the video. So we completed question number 1 and 2 from the exercise 10A. So let's start the question number 3 of the exercise 10A. What we are starting today? Exercise 10A and the question number 3 of it. So you have to give the heading on the new page that exercise 10A. You are completed exercise 10A, question number 1 and question number 2. You already completed this, right? So here is question number 3. So my request is for you all that please start writing with the new page. Please start writing with the new page and give the heading this way, exercise 10A. Then which question number? Here is the question number 3. You have to write down question number 3, this heading. Then this instruction you have to write down. Put this right sign on those things. Put right sign on those things that are more than meter in real life. It means there are more than 100 centimeter. What? That are more than 100 centimeters in a real life. Okay? So you have to just picture is already given. If you have textbook, you can open exercise 10A and you can see question number 3 of it. I will show you the textbook page only. So those students who don't have textbook, they can see from the video. And those students, they have textbook, so they can write down from the textbook only. And please fill in the textbook also, right? And this is compulsory to write down this instruction. Put right sign on those things that are more than a meter in real life. It means our life, if the thing is more than 100 centimeters, so we have to put right sign above the picture. So let's see this. So here is the picture of the textbook. I'll show you here. See this. Here is the question number 3. Put a right sign on those things that are more than a meter in real life. This is the instruction. So you have to write down this. You have to write down this instruction into the fair book first. This is the heading and this is compulsory to write. Now this is the first picture. Here is the name of this thing is written length of your shoes. See, shoes, you can see in the picture, this one is a shoes here. See this, I'll show you this picture here. So length of your shoe, is it more than 100 centimeter? What do you think, your shoes is more than 100 centimeter in real life? No, it isn't. It is not more than 100 centimeters. So we cannot put a right sign on the shoes because it is too small. Not more than 100 centimeter in a real life, right? Then here is length of this book. What is the next one? Length of this book. Here is. So you all are using the book, right? You all are using book to write down homework, to make a fair book. So it is the length of the book. Is it more than 100 centimeter? Is it? So whose answer is yes? They are wrong. And whose answer is no? They are right. No. The length of this book is not more than 100 centimeters. So we cannot put this right sign on the book, right? Then your mother's height, it is more than 100 centimeter, is it? What do you think? Yes, your mother's height is more than 100 centimeter, right? It is not as much small as you are. So the length of your mother is more than 100 centimeter. Okay, students. Now the height of the clever monkey. Monkey's height. What do you think? Monkey is more than 100 centimeter. What do you think? No, monkey is not more than 100 centimeter. So we are not putting right sign over here. Then the height of the ceiling. What do you mean by ceiling? So this blue color, right? That means the ceiling. Okay, when you are hang your fan, okay, you hang the zoomer, you hang the fan or anything else, so you can call the ceiling. So the height of the ceiling is of course more than 100 centimeter. It is not less than 100 centimeter. The height of the ceiling is of course more than 100 centimeter. It means yes, it is in a real life it is more than 100 centimeter. It means in a meter. You can measure this ceiling of this picture, it is more than a meter. So we have to put this tick mark here because yes, this is more than 100 centimeter. Now height of the dustbin in your class, right? So you are not coming to school, but in the last year when you came to school, right, in your class there is a dustbin. Always dustbin is there. So we throw the waste, papers, pencil sharpening waste, all the things we just throw in the dustbin, right? So is dustbin is more than 100 centimeter? What do you think, students? It is too much long or not? Yes, the height of the dustbin in the class is not more than 100 centimeter. It is not more than the 100 centimeter. So we cannot put this right sign here behind the dustbin because dustbin is a small. It is not that much, length is long. Then the length of a plane, aeroplane, we are talking about the aeroplane, right? So what do you think, plane is that much short? The height of the plane is not as the 100 centimeter. Plane is too long, right, students? So we have to put right thing at the plane because it is more than 1 meter. Plane is too much long, right, students? Then the height of the monkey's tree. So what do you think, tree is as much long as much we are? The person is, tree is long, too much long, right? It means yes, you have to put right thing for the tree also because tree is also a very long. So those students who have a textbook, they can put this sign in the textbook and write down these names only, that length of the Here you can see length of your shoes. Just write down this thing. Then put a box. So here we are not putting this right sign. So just put it empty. Then write down length of this book. Make a box and put it empty. Then your mother's height. So make a box and just put a right sign. This way there is no need to draw these types of picture. Just write down this names of the picture. Okay students, now let's move to the next one. Here is exercise 10A. Let's start the exercise 10A and the question number 4 of it. What we are doing? Exercise 10A and the question number 4 of it. And you have to write down this instruction first into the fair book. And I request to you all, if the page is not full of with your exercise, so please leave it the half one as it is and start with the new page, which is just give the heading this way, exercise 10A and the question number 4. And this instruction is a compulsory to write for you all. Decide whether these lengths are long or short and use M or cm accordingly. So whenever if the height and if the length is long, so we are using meter, it means M. And if the length is not that much long, so we are using cm, it means the centimeter. Okay, now this is your textbook page students. So here is A, then here is B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Here is question A to H is there, and here is picture A to H is there. I just hope that you can see properly this thing. Now here is number A. So what is the number A? The thickness of a book. What do you mean by thickness? It means this much, not a this way length, this much, how that fat book is. Okay. So will you measure in a meter or centimeter? What do you think? How you can measure this thing is? You can measure the thing in a meter or a centimeter. It is more than 100 centimeter or just a meter. What do you think? What I should write here? The thickness of a book. So my answer is centimeter. You have to write down A, the thickness of a book. Just write down cm, it means the centimeter. We can measure the length of this book in the centimeter because it is not that much long, or length is short, not the long length is. Now the height of the chair. Here is the height of the chair. You can see in this picture. I'll show you this chair. Here is the chair picture. So what do you think? It is short height or long height of the chair? So the answer is the centimeter. The height of the chair is not too much long. It is the short heighted. The chair is a short heighted thing. So we can measure the height of the chair in the centimeter only. In which we can measure the thing in the centimeter. Okay. Now the length of a car. Here you can see, I read this number C. The length of a car. Here is the car picture. You can see this one is a picture of a car. So the length of the car is not more than 100 centimeter. Is it right? Is it true? No. The length of the car is a long, not a short, right? The length of the car is a long, not a short. So for the long height, for the long length, we are using the meter. So you have to write down in front of that box that meter. You can measure the length of this car in a meter. Now number D is there, the length of the monkey's tail. Here is, you can see the length of the monkey's tail. So the monkey's tail is not more than 100 centimeter, right? It is too much long or short? The monkey's tail is short or long? What do you think? Yes, monkey's tail is short. So you can write down centimeter here in the box of the answer. Just write down cm in the box of the answer. You can measure the length of the monkey's tail in centimeter. How you can write down? cm, it means the centimeter. Now number E, the length of a wall. Here is the length of this wall. This is a long. The length of this wall is a long, right? Here you can see the height of the wall. Number E here is. So you can measure the thing in a m because this is the long. The length of this wall is not a short, it is a long. So for the long height, so we can use the meter. Now number F, here is the number F, height of a building. So height of a building is meter, it is long. So we can measure the thing in a meter, more than 100 centimeter, right? Then the length of a toothbrush. Here is the picture of the toothbrush is there. So the length of the toothbrush is short. So for the short length we are using the centimeter. Then the length of your shoelace. Here is the shoelace is there. So it is a short. So dear students, now the revision of the previous topic is complete, right? So let's start the today's topic. So here is the worksheet of the weight, right? Let's do the weight worksheet. You have to write down all the worksheets which we are going to do in this today's lecture. You have to write down all the worksheets into the one time fair book and one time in a rough book. This is your today's homework. So here is the worksheet and the instruction. The heading is heavy or light. You can read here. This is the instruction, heavy or light, and this is the instruction that is compulsory for you all to write down. Tick the correct choice that best describes the weight of each object, right? So here is in the number 1, this is the paper clip. What the thing is? This is the paper clip, students. So the two options are given for each object. Here is paper clip, and for this two options are given. One is a heavy and one is a light. So what do you think? This paper clip is heavy or light? We have to choose the correct option. That similar for this is the perfect for this object. It is heavy or light. You can easily carry into your hand, or it is very heavy to carry. So my answer is a light. This paper clip is a light weighted. Okay students. Now the number 2 is there. Here you can see this is the fish tank and so many fish inside it. The water is inside. Here you can see this is the surface of the water. So many, how many fish is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fishes are there. Some stones are there. And this is totally made, this aquarium, with the glasses, right? So two options are given for this aquarium, is heavy or light. So we have to choose the correct option, if it is heavy or if it is light. Which one is the correct option? What do you think students? It is heavy or it is light? You can easily carry it with your hands without anyone's help. So some of you having an aquarium at your home, some of home is not aquarium is available, right? This is the fish tank. So fish tank is totally made with the glass. If you want to just put a fish inside, so this is compulsory to put a water inside. So after putting the water inside, it become a very heavy, right? So we have to choose the option heavy. So fish tank is a heavy thing. It is not a light thing. You cannot easily pull up this fish tank. Okay. Now the third one is a sofa. So this one is a sofa. See this. I'll show you the picture of this sofa. Here is the sofa. So see this students. and two options is given also, heavy and light. Two options is also given for us. So what is the weight for the sofa is, if it is heavy or if it is light. So you can easily push the sofa easily, yeah, you need someone to push it. So sofa is a heavy thing, it is not a light thing, right? So sofa is a big also, not a small thing, this is the big object, right? So I think this is the heavy thing. The sofa is a big object, it is not a light thing, it is a heavy thing. Okay, now here is the balloon, heart shaped balloon, you can see this here. The balloon is as much light, so if you can just, gas balloon is there, so it is easily just fly up in the sky. If you just unhold the thing is, it is easily fly in the sky. Now that the kite flying days are coming, right? So some children are flying not a kites, they are flying these types of balloon in every shapes available, these types of balloons, air balloons, which is you can call a gas balloons, right? So what do you think, students, it is heavy or light? So I think the balloon is a lightweighted thing, it is not as much heavy, it is, even children can carry in their hands easily, they can hold the balloon with this thread. So balloon is a light thing, lightweighted thing is. Now children love this thing, the chocolate, right? So peppermint and the chocolate is there, so it is heavy or light? If it is heavy, you can't eat it, right? You can easily eat this thing, you can easily carry into your pockets, right? You can carry into your lunch box. You love chocolates, right, students? So there is no thinking option is there, it is a light thing, so easily you can just carry into your hands. Then a juicer, everyone's home this thing is available in your kitchen. Just call your mummy to show you a mixture. Your mama will show you this mixture, I'll show you in the picture, but if you want to see a live, right, you want to touch the mixture, just tell your mom to show you a mixture in the kitchen, she will show you the mixture. Okay, just tell your mama that my teacher is saying that tell your mom to showing us a mixture, so she will show you the mixture. So it is heavy or light? So for the mother it is light, but for the child, for the children it is heavy object. For students, for children, for the child it is not a light thing, but for your mama it is a light thing. So here we are talking about the children, so this is the heavy object for the children. Okay students, so I hope you just understood this thing very well. The next worksheet you have. So first of all, see the instruction, light and heavy. Observe the given sets of objects. Circle the one that is heavier in each set. Here is two things are there. You have to circle the heavier thing. You have to compare these two things in one row. This is the first row and there is two things is given. The table fan and the refrigerator. So you have to decide which one is a heavier thing compared to the other one, right? So here is a table fan and here is a refrigerator. So I think the heavier thing is a refrigerator. So you can see I just put a circle on this refrigerator because it is heavier compared to the table fan, right? If you compare this both the things, the refrigerator is a heavier thing than the fan, table fan you can call it, right? So the next row, let's move to the next row. Here is a mouse and a cat. So there is no discussion thing is there because mouse is a small animal and the cat is a big compared to the mouse, right? So rat and cat is there. So cat is obviously bigger and heavier than the rat, right? So we have to put circle on the cat, because cat is a heavier compared to the rat. Okay. Now the next thing is a tiger. Here is the picture of tiger, you can see, and here is a dinosaur. So what do you think, students? Which one is heavier? Whose weight is more? Who is more heavier if you compare these two animals with each other? One is a tiger and one is a dinosaur. Which one is heavier? You can see in the picture. So which one is more heavier compared to the other? If you compare these two animals, which one is heavier, more heavier? So I think the dinosaur is more heavier than a tiger, right? I hope you all seen the movie Dinosaur, right? So I think the dinosaur is heavier with the comparison with tiger. It is more heavier and a big animal, right? So this worksheet is complete. Let's move to the next worksheet. So here is same heading is there, light and heavy. The same heading is there. Observe the given sets of objects. Here is the objects. These two you can call it a object. One is an elephant and a dog. So circle the one that is heavier in each set. You have to circle the thing which is heavier. Which thing you have to circle? So you have to circle the thing which is heavier. Okay, students. Now the first row, let's take the first row, and here is an elephant and the dog. So there is no any doubt is there, about comparison of this thing, that elephant and dog, which is heavier. So just tell me, students, which one is a big animal? Is it elephant or is it dog? What do you think? Which one is more heavier? If you compare these two animals with each other, here is an elephant and here is the dog. So what do you think? Which one is more heavier? So there is no option for thinking. Your answer must be a elephant, right? An elephant is a bigger thing. An elephant is a heavier than compared to dog. Then the next one is a rose. Here is the row and here is the pot. Here is the rose and here is the full plant with the pot. So there is no option for thinking. This one is a heavier thing, right, students? So this way you have to just compare two things with each other of the weight, that whose weight is more and whose weight is less. Okay. Then a boat. Here is the picture of boat and here is the picture of ship. Cruise, you can call it a big ship or cruise, and here is a boat, right? So if you compare these two things with each other, so which one is more heavier with compared to the each other in one row? Boat is more heavier or a ship is more heavier? You can just look the pictures and tell me that which one is more heavier. So I know your answer should be a ship, a cruise, which is heavier than the boat. Am I right, students? Now the next worksheet for you, students. Here is the next worksheet, that light or heavy. The heading is same, light or heavy. Here is the same heading. Observe the given sets. It means these three are the sets. Circle the one that is heavier in each set. You have to circle that thing which is heavier in each set. Okay. So here is a scooter, right? This is a scooter and here is just a loading van. You can carry too many, the transportation van is there, that is container is there here. See, a big container is attached with this car and here is a van, scooter. So who is more heavier, students? What do you think? Which one is more heavier? Of course, that van with the container is more heavier with compared to scooter, right? Now, the gas bottle and a stove. So if you compare these two things, which one is more heavier? What do you think, students? Which one is a more heavier thing? A gas bottle, here is, you can see in this picture, everyone's house, the gas bottle is there and the stove, right? So your answer should be a gas bottle. The gas bottle is a more heavier thing, okay? Now here is a cherry and here is a watermelon. Which fruit is more heavier, dear? What do you think? So there is no option for thinking. Cherry is a very small fruit with compared to the watermelon. Watermelon is a big fruit in a weight and in a size also with compared to cherry. So the correct answer is a watermelon. So you have to put circle on the watermelon. This one is the correct answer. So dear students, you have to note down this all the worksheets. If it is possible, just make a printout of it and just stick it into the fair book. That is compulsory for you all, if it is possible. Otherwise, just write down the name and just put a circle. That is valid also. So this one is a homework for you, dear. So please do your homework. So please, the things that we had learned in this lecture, so please note down into the fair book. All the worksheets are very important for you students. So please do that homeworks into the fair book and one time in a rough book. So wait for the next lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye students.